Hey everybody, Mr. Stewart back once again at Math We've Got This. And in this video, it's part 2 of a 2-part series. We're going to look at the relationship between units for similar quantities. So remember length, mass, time, that kind of thing, for a different measurement system. Okay, so in the first video, we looked at the metric system. And in this one here, we are going to look at the imperial measurement system. And we'll focus on the quantity of length. So let's say, for instance, that we're looking to convert between squared inches and squared feet. So for instance, we could ask ourselves, well, if I have 1 squared foot, just exactly how many square inches is that? All right. Well, let's go back and look at some facts. Well, we know that within 1 foot, there are 12 inches. That we know. Okay. So to visualize this, much like we did in part 1, so I'm going to represent that using a square. And in the first square of 2, okay, just indicate this is a square, similar side lengths and angles of 90 degrees. So this particular square has an area of 1 squared foot. That means that the side lengths are each 1 foot in length. So then when we go to create not only a similar but a congruent square, where the side lengths are just a different unit. Okay, so let's just say that's the same size square, and I'll just indicate that the lengths of the sides are the same using hash marks. Just taking a little bit longer to get the pen tool to actually convert. And if we're focused on using inches, from 1 foot, we know that that's 12. So 12 inches by 12 would be the lengths of this particular square's sides, which means that the area of this square, on the one on the right that is, would be 12 inches multiplied by 12 inches, or 12 inches all squared, which would give you 144, right? 12 by 12 squared inches. So therefore, we now have our relationship. So we know that 1 squared foot is going to give us 144 squared inches. And again, that can be used in multiple ways. So for instance, if we were curious to know what 1/2 of a squared foot was, because we have a proportional situation, we can use a constant multiplier. In this case, we can multiply by 1/2 or divide by 2. So using that constant, we'll take 1/2 of 144, and that'll give us 72 squared inches. Of course, you could, do something else. We could, determine anything really if we wanted to, right? We could double that off if we like. 2 squared feet. Let me grab a different color of pen here just to emphasize that. So what we'll do this time is we'll simply double. And we'll double 144. That will give us 288 squared inches.